Welcome to Winging It. We're playing Arkham Horror the card game today. This is Winnie and Jackie going into Shattered Aeons. If you look in the links below, you can see my deck upgrade video discussing the upgrades I made to their decks. But really quickly, I'll just go ahead and show you their decks here. This is Winnie's deck. And Jackie's deck. Alright, we see that Winnie has extra resources due to her to Another Day, Another Dollars. Those there to remind me. Let's drop opening hands and get started. Winnie gets 5 cards. We got Lockpicks, Intel Report, Gregory Bright, Pilfer, and Opportunist. I definitely want to keep the Lockpicks, Intel Report. We'll put away the Pilfer because we really only want the Pilfer once we get Gry, or once we get Chuck. The Opportunist is just a good card draw card. We want Gregory Gry to get resources. We want the Intel Report in case we get one of those locations out. We want to be able to grab clues off of it without having to go there. It's a mechanic from this scenario, so Intel Report is just a good card. Okay, so we get one more card, and we get Pilfer again. Oh, deck, you taunt me. Okay, now Jackie gets 5 cards. She's got Arcane Initiate, Recharge, Guts, Deny Existence, and Voice of Ra. Interesting. Okay, so I am inclined to take the Deny Existence due to the same issue of having to maybe walk out and take some horror. We'll definitely take the Arcane Initiate so we can get our spells out. Voice of Ra so we can afford things, and we'll throw back the Recharge and the Guts, as much as I want the card draw from the Guts. Okay, but we need something that we can actually test with Guts. So we'll try more cards. We get a Right of Seeking, great, and a Guts. Okay, well, that'll work. Alright, let's look at the act and agenda. The agenda is Threads of Time. As you enter the Grand Chamber beyond the doorway, the Nexus stirs. The earth quakes below you, and the wall chips and crumbles. Shards of stone float in midair above the Nexus. You are running out of time. Reality is starting to shatter all around you. Forced, if an investigator with the Relic of Ages in his or her hand, deck, discard pile, or play area is eliminated, immediately advance to Agenda 3B. So you just immediately lose. So if Jackie dies, then it's over. Or is defeated, it's over. Alright, and then we get the act, which is Worlds Beyond. The energies of the Nexus swirl in the ground below you, beckoning you to enter. Whether it is a thing of science or magic, you do not know. It is a gateway of sorts, that much you can tell. But a gateway to where? Forced, when an enemy would spawn in an empty location, there are no empty locations in play, reveal cards from the exploration deck until a location is revealed. Put that location into play and spawn that enemy there. Shuffle the exploration deck. And we are looking for 4 clues to advance. Finally, we get the Nexus of Nakai. It's a 4-shroud, 2-clue location. Forced, after you move from Nexus of Nakai to an otherworld location, or vice versa, take 1 horror for each clue on that otherworld location. So this is why I wanted the Intel Report and the Deny Existence. Okay, you can take an action to explore to draw the top card of the exploration deck. If it is a connecting location, put it into play and move to it. Do not take horror from the above Forced ability when moving via this effect. There are 2 clues. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Winnie will spend 3 resources for her first action to play a Gregory Gry. Second action, she'll spend 3 resources to play Lockpicks. And And third action, she will explore. There are no treacheries in their exploration deck right now. So the first one we'll get is what we get, and we get the City of the Unseen. It's a force round, 1 clue location. Forced after 1 or more doom is placed on a cultist enemy at City of the Unseen, place 1 additional doom on that enemy. Alright, so we're just going to put it out here. It is connected. It's not a problem when he can get it. And then we have to shuffle an encounter card into the Explorer deck. And then Wini is at the City of the Unseen. That was her last action. Okay, so Jacqueline will play Voice of Ra. She is going to and she gets 1 resource right away. And then we're revealing 3 random tokens. Jack's ability, we will reveal 5. You have to cancel 2. So we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll obviously take the Elder Thing and the Skull. And that will get her 10 resources. That feels good. Alright. We're going to go ahead and play the Arcane Initiate. I'm going to go ahead and put the Horror on her. I don't want to repeat, and I have Horror healing, so I'm not too worried about being, we got a good long time we'll get to use her. Yeah, I think it's just try to keep her out. Alright, so we're looking at the top 3 cards. And we're looking for it. Oh man. We could have grabbed Arbiter of Fates if we just held out. Anyway, we'll go ahead and take the Azure Flame. A little bit nervous about that one. Because of course I don't have damage healing in this deck. But we do have some damage soak. Okay, for her last action, she'll spend 3 resources to play her Azure Flame. And that way we are prepared for enemy stuff. And Winnie's encounter card. Card from her deck is Lucky Cigarette Case. Jackie gets Crystal Pendulum, that I will undoubtedly forget to trigger a lot. Alright. We are at 1 of 6 doom. And Wini will draw the Brood of Yig. It's Hunter. Brood of Yig gets +1 fight for each vengeance in the victory display. So 2, 3, 2. Goes into her threat area. Alright. We don't really have a good way of dealing with that right now. Alright. And then Jackie will get Racked by Time. Test 3 willpower. Each investigator at the shadowed location must also perform this skill test. Each investigator fails takes 2 damage. Each asset damaged by this effect that is not defeated is shuffled into its owner's deck. And I think Wini is not. She's in an otherworld location, not a shadowed location. During the skill test, we will go ahead and Arcane Initiate, looking at the top 3 cards for skill. Alright, we have Olive, Fearless, and Rose of Endless Night, none of which are skills, or spells. I say skills. We did find a skill, it's just not helpful. Alright, so Jackie is testing Racked by Time. She's going to commit Guts to this. She is at 5, 6, 7. To beat 3, she will use her ability. Alright, we will take the -3. Which is fine. Actually, we were at 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4. Actually, we'll take the skull is -2. Since the Relic of Ages is not our location now, allows us to pass by 2, which lets us draw 2 cards. So we'll draw 2 cards. We get Clairvoyance and another Crystal Pendulum. We can put out both of our Crystal Pendulums. Alright. Alright, so Winnie's going to start off with an Evade on this Brooded Yig. She is at 5v2. She's just going to gamble 1 resource off Gregory Grind. I'm doing that because the skulls would have her pass by 1. So. Alright. That is an Elder thing, which is -2, and if you fail, we don't fail. We succeeded by 1, so we get the resource from Gregory Grind. Brooded Yig is evaded. Now the question is, do we want to put down the Lucky Cigarette Case? If we do, we're going to have to deal with the Brooded Yig next turn. I think it's probably worth it. So yeah, we will spend 2 resources to put down a Lucky Cigarette Case. And then for our last action, we're going to lock picks. We are at 5, 6, 7, 8 to beat 4. We will gamble 2 off of Gregory Grind for this. Okay, that is the skull is -2, so we succeed by 2. We get our 2 resources from Gregory Grind. We get to exhaust Lucky Cigarette Case, look at the top 2 cards, and draw 1. So we get actually a Quick Thinking or a 3 Aces. We'll take the Quick Thinking. Give us extra action next turn when we do our Evade. Hopefully we pull it off. And we did get this clue. Alright, Jacqueline. Let's see, there's only 2 clues here. I think she explores, well, let's put out the Crystal Pendulum in case we get a test. So, action 1, she'll spend 2 resources to put out the Crystal Pendulum. I'm actually inclined to put out the other Crystal Pendulum. Yeah, because we'll still have enough resources to put out the Clairvoyance. So yeah, we'll spend another 2 resources to put out the other Crystal Pendulum. If we get an enemy, it's actually going to feel really bad, isn't it? So we'll just spend 4 resources to put out. Do we want to put out the Rite of Seeking or the Clairvoyance? Good question. I think I'd rather not risk the horror. Put out Rite of Seeking. I'm a big fan of Rite of Seeking. If I put the Doom on the Arcane Initiate, Clairvoyance would be easier. Alright, Brood re-engages Wini. And Wini will draw Intel Report. We have 2 of those. Jackie will get the Voice of Ra. To do. And Wini will get her encounter card is a Brotherhood Cultist. Alright, it's 2/3/2. It's +1 fight and +1 evade for each Doom on it. When you initiate an attack against Brotherhood Cultist, place 1 Doom on Brotherhood Cultist. She is not having a good time right now. He is a hunter. So is the Brooded Yig. Wow. They're getting kind of slammed with enemies, and she doesn't have a good fight solution right now. All right, Jacqueline will get the Serpent from Yoth. Oh my goodness. Okay. He is a 3/5/3, and then he gets bonuses for vengeance points, but there are no vengeance points. And he has a victory point 1. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we are Azure Flaming the Serpent from Yoth. Wow. Let's see if Wini gets something, like a backstab or whatever, that she can do something with all these enemies. Is crazy. So, action 1, Wini will evade the, I guess, the Brood of Yig. She's at 5v2. She'll commit Quick Thinking and Opportunist, which allows her to draw a card, which will be the Expedition Journal. Alright, so she's at 5, 6, 7. To beat 2. We'll risk 3 off of Grey Gry. Okay, it's a 0. Okay, so we get the action from Quick Thinking. Opportunity goes back to hand. We get the 3 resources from Gry. We get the Lucky Cigarette Case. We succeeded by 5. So we look at the top 5 cards. I'm pretty sure we take the backstab here. Or the sneak attack, I should say. Yeah, we'll take the sneak attack. Yig is evaded. I just realized Jacqueline has not done her Arcane Initiate, so we'll go ahead and do that. Maybe that will inform what we could get. Give it a deny existence. Alright, that's the only thing we can grab, so we'll grab it. We are trying to rocket through Wini's deck here. We'll evade the Brotherhood Cultist. We'll commit Pilfer and Opportunist, because we're not going to be using the Pilfer anytime soon. So that we will then draw a card. Let's put this 0 back in the bag. We're drawing a card for committing 2 cards. We get a 3 aces. Alright, so we're at 5, 6, 7 to beat 2. It's +1. Alright, so we get the Opportunist back. He is evaded. Alright. Unfortunately, we don't have too many combat icon things. We could backstab the Brotherhood Cultist, which maybe long term makes it easier, so we don't have to do multiple attacks against him. So I think we'll do that. So action 2. Oh, I should have used Gregory Gry. Well, whatever. We'll spend 2 resources. And we will backstab Brotherhood Cultist, which works exactly the same as if I'd used a regular backstab. Oh well. That upgrade didn't go well. Didn't last well. Then we'll take our last action to move to the Nexus of Nakai. Okay. Jacqueline's first action. She is going to use her ability. She's going to use Azure Flame. We will exhaust the Crystal Pendulum. We will say that we are going to draw a 0. Actually, no, because that would give us damage. We're going to say a -2. I got lots of -2s in here. Alright. We get 0, Elder Thing, and Elder Thing. Okay, so we'll choose the Elder Thing, the Azure Flame. That's -2, so we get to draw 2 cards from Crystal Pendulum. We will get A recharge. Okay, well, we're going to need that because we're going through our Azure Flame like nobody's business. Yeah, Fearless. Cool. All right. That's 2 damage onto the Serpent from Yoth. All right. We will use another charge from Azure Flame. This time we're going to commit Fearless to this. So we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, it's a -2. So we do 2 more damage. The Serpent from Yoth. And we get to heal 2 horror. Making her really healthy. Okay, last we'll take a shot with the Azure Flame. This time we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the 3. -5. Okay, well that's good enough. That kills the Serpent from Yoth. He's in the victory display. Alright. And no damage from the Azure Flame. Alright. So these guys do ready. Wini will draw. He gets a Nimble. Jacqueline will get Spectral Razor. Interesting. Okay. That's interesting because she actually could move in and take out the Rudy and the Brotherhood Cultist without playing her recharge, which is what I was concerned about. So that's good. Alright. For 3 of 6 Doom. Of course, if we get another enemy, we're going to be complaining. Wini gets Racked by Time. So this is the test through willpower. Each investigator at Shattered Location must also perform this skill test. Each investigator fails, takes 2 damage. Each asset damaged by this effect that is not defeated is shuffled into its owner's deck. So I could I couldn't shuffle Gregory Bryan. Okay, let's see. We're not passing this. We're just failing it. So yeah, that's all there is to it. All right, we're just going at 1v3. -2. All right, so we take 2 damage. I guess we'll see 2 damage. It's fine. Don't want to kill Gregory Gryoff just yet. We could have if we had used our resources properly. All right, and then Jacqueline will get a Brotherhood Acolyte. So we spawn at the location with the most cultist enemies. That would be the City of the Unseen. It's aloof, and after it enters play, place 1 Doom on each other cultist enemy at its location. So that means the Brotherhood cultist gets a Doom. Alright, so let's go make sure that we can handle what we need to handle for Jacqueline. She's going to move in to the City of the Unseen. She is going to attack the Brotherhood Cultist with the Azure Flame. We are going to Crystal Pendulum twice. Use her ability. We're going to say that we pull a -2. We are at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus, he gets a Doom, because we're attacking him, 4. 9 versus a 4. Oh, you know what? This actually says forced. After 1 or more Doom is placed on a cultist enemy, you have to put 1 additional Doom. So actually, he's at 4 Doom. Oh my gosh. Which makes his fight now a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Before we do this, we're going to Arcane Initiate. See if we get a good spell here. Alright, none of these are spells. Let's see, I want to be up by at least 4 so we could resolve if we get an auto fail and 2 symbol tokens, we could, have good odds of passing. So, okay, we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to beat 6. We're up by 3. So I'm going to go ahead, it's either commit the Clairvoyance or the Voice of Ra. I am concerned about our resources, but we'll still commit the Voice of Ra. Okay, so this gets us up by 4. Alright, here we go. Again, on the Out the Crystal Pendulum, I'm saying a -2. Okay, we get, we'll pull the Elder thing, which is -2. So we get to draw 2 cards from Crystal Pendulum. Hey, I'm remembering this time. Robes of Endless Nights and Internal Injury. Oh, that's going to hurt. Okay. Alright. But the Brotherhood Cultist is dead. Oh, the Brooded Jaeger's on her, actually. And the Brotherhood Cultist was on her. Okay, last action. She'll spend 2. Play Spectral Razor. So she's at 5, 6, 7 to be 2. Okay. Elder thing. So many Elder things. Alright, Rudy is dead. Spectral Razor does 3 damage. Alright, and then she takes a direct damage from the Internal Injury. Not doing upkeep yet. Alright, so Wini will spend 2 to put out the Expedition Journal. Spin out. Again, it doesn't exhaust, but I do tap it anyway, just so that I can track the so I can track the actions I've taken. All right, so we are looking to see at the exploration deck. We get the Grand Hall of Solano. Okay, it's 3 Shroud, 3 clues. After you move to the Great Hall of Solano, place 1 Doom on it. Look at the top card of the encounter deck, the exploration deck, or any player deck. You may discard that card. That is an optional trigger. We are not doing that. I have no desire to add Doom to this location. It's something that you could do in the Witching Hour, though, if you wanted. Alright, Wini is there. She's going to investigate. It's a 3 Shroud. She's going to use lockpicks. We'll commit 3 off for every grind. We're going to commit Intel Report, because we have another one, and an Opportunist, which will allow her to draw a card, and she will get another Opportunist. Great. Alright, now she is at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to beat 3. Okay, that's -1, so she succeeded by 7. She gets 3 resources from Gry, who we now can kill off. Get the Opportunist back in our hands. Okay, we go to the top 7 cards with Lucky Cigarette Case. I'm inclined to take the other Lucky Cigarette Case, just take my time and get set up. We did get this clue. Last action, we'll spin 2 of our clues. And we'll put down our other lucky cigarette case. This Relic comes out. Alright, getting set up. Wini will draw. Chuck Fergus. Even more stuff I want to do. Although I don't actually have anything I can play with him yet. We get a Fearless for Jacqueline. For 4 of 6 doom. Wini will draw Merging Timelines. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. For each card in your hand that matches one of the discarded cards by title, discard that card from your hand and lose 1 action. Shuffle each weakness discarded by this effect into your deck. Alright, so we get Pilfer, Beta, Arrogance, 3 aces, and watch this. So we discard the 3 aces. And we will lose 1 action. And Arrogance goes back into our deck. Oh, that's painful. It means we can't do 3 aces this cycle. Ouch. Jacqueline will get Between Worlds. So this is a location. Or it's put Between Worlds into play as an otherworld location with 3 shard and 1 clue. And move to it. It is connected to the Nexus of Nakai. If drawn from the exploration deck, this full exploration is still considered unsuccessful. Forced at the end of the round, each investigator here takes 1 damage and 1 horror. If there are no investigators at this location, discard it and move each enemy here to the Nexus of Nakai. So there's 1 clue here. Alright, yeah. That is unfortunate with the way Rite of Seeking works. What's the shroud there? I mean, I think we just move. We can move off and just take a horror, right? Yeah, I mean, I think we don't care about taking a horror. That's fine. At the end of the, we'll use Arcane Initiate. Let's look through our top first spell. We get Guts, Recall the Future, and Recharge. We'll take Recharge. The action 1, she'll move. Taking a horror. And then she'll take 2 actions to clear her internal injury. And we're okay. Alright. Does Wini want to get out Chuck Fergus? Not really. Alright, she'll lockpicks. So she's and then she'll commit the 2 copies of Opportunist. Drawing a card will be Manual Dexterity. Unfortunately, the card I want to play with Chuck Fergus, I mean, I do want to play Backstab as well, and there's still 2 there, so it is worth getting him out. See, we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 versus 3. You could just leave and let Gregory Gry die. The thing is, I want to get these clues off this location so that if I have to come back here, if I have to put a cultist here, that we're not just like adding a bunch of doom or taking a bunch of horror. Alright, Elder Thing is -2. We succeed by 2, we get the Opportunist back. Let's see, we were at 9, 10, 8. We succeeded by 5. So we'll exhaust the Survey case and look at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, we can take the moon. Put that into play. Be good. Yeah, sure. And then we'll look at cigarette case again, looking at the next 5. If I find a backstab, I'm going to take it, so I do have a way for her to fight. Alright, nimble, lockpicks, backstab, manual dexterity, and all in. We will take the backstab. Okay, and now I think there's real value. Well, we do get the clue. We get the clue. And now I think there's real value for spending 3. Bring Chuck Fergus into play. And then, yeah, we're in pretty good shape to be able to, fight as we need to. Wini will draw. She gets, watch this. Jacqueline will get Shriveling. This is the level 5 Shriveling. So we put that, that's actually a card that we would want to get into play soon. For when the Formless Spawn comes out. But probably not going to have too much of an option for that. Let's see, this goes away. Alright, Winnie's encounter card with 5 or 6 doom. She gets Brood of Yig, just in time to be backstabbed, my friend. And Jackie will get Ancient Evils. We have no cancel for this, sadly. Alright, so we just advance. Okay, we get the Spawn of Nakai. You are not the first to intrude into this abyssal pit. You were warned not to break the seal, and yet here you are. Now you face the consequences for your foolish transgression. The thing emerges from the lightless void beyond the Nexus. It is a being of black polymorphic ichor, an animated viscous ooze that crawls along the ground with shapeless limbs and leaves a trail of smooth, dissolved stone in its wake. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Spawn set aside a Formless Spawn in the Nexus of Nakai, and place this card in the victory display against Vengeance 1. And the Formless Spawn here is Massive, Abomination, Elite, 2/10/2, spawns in the Nexus of Nakai. It's massive. Formless Spawn cannot move or be moved. Gets +1 fight and +1 evade for each doom on each card in the Nexus of Nakai, including the Nexus of Nakai. And it does 3 damage and 3 horror, and it's brutal. Okay. It is a victory 2. Alright, so let's shuffle this. Well, I'll go ahead and read this, then we'll do the shuffle. So we now have pendulous threads. Inside the Nexus, the interwoven threads of ethereal light begin to unravel, and reality unravels with it. And it's got the same force as before. Alright, Winnie's going to go first. She is going to exhaust Chuck Fergus, spending 1 resource to play Backstab. She will make this fast, and she will make it cheap, so it's only 1 resource. She is attacking with her agility. It's this Brood of Yig is a 3 because there's a vengeance point now. So we're at 5v3. We will commit our manual dexterity to be 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll commit nimble to be 9. Watch this to be 10. We'll put 3 resources on watch this. So let's see. 10 versus 3, we should be able to succeed by 1 or even 2. Oh, we could draw a card. That's the way Winnie works. We get a quick thinking. Alright. Alright, we get a 0. So she succeeds by 7. Well, first of all, we'll resolve to watch this. That gets us 6 resources. We will exhaust a lucky cigarette case. Look at the top 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we will take we'll take the sneak attack. This guy's dead. Okay, we're gonna look at the cigarette case again to look at the top 5. Okay, I'll take out their backstab. Okay, the Nimble. Well, we'll go ahead and draw the 2 cards from the Manual Dexterity, which is Arrogance. We knew it was coming, and anything you can do better. That's nice. And then the Nimble, we'll go ahead and resolve the move to the Nexus of Nakai, which we take a Horror for moving because there's 1 clue left. And we'll just put that on Gregory Gry. Alright, so that was fast. Now we are going to go ahead and evade the Formless Spawn. As our first action. And we will commit 2 copies of Opportunist, Quick Thinking, and Arrogance. We have to. That's 7v2, but we get to draw a card because we committed 2 cards. We get another Gregory Gry. It's -5. So we don't get the Quick Thinking. We lose the Opportunist. That was not great. Right? Yeah. We do pull off the evade, though. So, that's something. He has evaded. Alright. Tempted to put the moon down and then sneak attack him. That's fine. Alright, we'll spend 3 resources to put down the moon. And then we'll spend 2 resources to play a sneak attack, which will do 2 damage to the Formless Spawn. Jackie will Arcane Initiate because I forgot to. There's let's see, we get a Border Protection, or, yeah, take the Border Protection. Alright, action 1, Jackie will spend her 2 resources. It feels slow, but I'm going to do it anyway, to put out the Robes of Endless Night. It gives her some damage protection, and then later on, hopefully, some economy savings, and being able to put down her Shriveling later, when it comes to, when she has an enemy on her, maybe. Just gives her a little bit more flexibility. But of course, she has to get 2 resources first. Okay, action 2, she's going to play Recharge. So you choose a spell asset. This would be Azure Flame. And reveal a token from the Chaos Bag. Okay, so we're going to use her ability now to resolve 3 tokens from the Chaos Bag. We get, 0, we'll just do, it doesn't matter which one we choose. We get 4 charges on Azure Flame, so it's fully charged up again. Okay, and for last action, we'll just shoot with the Azure Flame. We are at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, number 2. We'll say we'll pull a -2 with a Crystal Pendulum. We'll say one of them for 0, one of them for -2. Cover all the bases, you know. 0. Okay, so we take a damage, which we'll put on the Robes of Endless Night. And we do get to draw a card, which will be another Shriveling, although this is the lesser Shriveling. And we do 2 more damage to the Formless Spawn. Alright. Wini will get 3 aces. Jacqueline will get Call the Future. She has to ditch a card. We'll ditch the lower Shriveling. Or 1 of 7 Doom. Wini will get a Brotherhood Cultist. I will slow this down a little bit, probably. And then Wini will get, or Jackie will get, Shadowed. So there's no cultist enemies in play. Take 1 horror and Shadow gain Surge. Otherwise, find the cultist enemy nearest to you. That would be Brotherhood Cultist. Place 1 Doom on the enemy and test willpower, where X is that enemy's fight value. If you fail, take 2 horror. Okay. So we don't really care. So we're testing the Brotherhood Cultist fight value, which is 3 because he has a Doom on it. We're at 5, 6, 7. So 73 is probably okay. Zero. Alright, so we pass. No big deal. Alright. 3 shots of Azure Flame would take out the Formless Spawn. We're going to use Arcane Initiate at the end of the Mythos phase. None of those are spells. So. Alright, Jackie will go first. She is going to use Azure Flame. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 2. Actually, it's a 3 now, right? Because of the Doom here. So he's actually a 3. So 9 versus 3. Fine. Okay, that's a skull, is -2. So he takes 2 damage. Azure Flame again. Skull again, okay. And Azure Flame a 3rd time. Zero. Okay, we take a damage. But the Formless Spawn is gone into the victory display. So that mischief is managed. Okay, and that is Jacqueline's last turn. Alright, action 1. Wini will spend 3 resources to play a Gregory Gride, taking an attack of opportunity, which kills Gregory Gride. The question is, can I actually initiate that? I think maybe I cannot. So we won't do that. We are going to exhaust Chuck Fergus, spend 1 resource to play Backstab, which puts a Doom on the Brotherhood Cultist. So he's a 4 now. We are fighting at 5. to commit arrogance, so we're now at 4. We're down by 1. I think it's really important that we just beat this. We'll just, anything you can do better. We'll commit the other backstab. We're using Jacqueline's ability here. We're just doing that to get the card drawn. I don't need the other backstab. So we have Nimble now in our hand. Alright. So we are at 11, 12. Yeah, we're at 12. Actually, 11. Yeah, we're 11 because of this. We're going fast. 11 before. Dropping 3 tokens. Alright, we get... Okay, we will take the Elder Sign for sure. Oh, I should have used my Crystal Pendulums. That would have been amazing. But anyway, we get anything you can do better. And arrogance. And backstab back into my hand. Yep. So, nice. And the Brother of Cups is dead. Alright. Oh, and we still can't play Gregory Gry because we didn't kill Gregory Gry. That's unfortunate. We need a way to kill him. We can move back out to the Great Hall and get that clue. Let's see, do we have enough clues to advance, actually? We don't. Oh, we succeeded by a lot, too. I mean, we don't have to count it. We just know we can look at both Lucky Cigarette cases. So look at the... And just pick 2 cards out of here. I'm going to go ahead and actually grab Reckless. So that I can... Actually, I don't want Reckless. What cards do we want? I can put Lockpicks into play, which gives me the ability to get lots of clues quickly. The All-In would let me draw from my deck really quickly. Could we actually... Yeah, we could actually All-In and not have to deal with Reckless. We'll take All-In and Lockpicks. Why not? We are going to be hurting for money, but it is what it is. Okay. Oh, we could... Yes. Okay. Fantastic. We will, action 1, we'll Lockpicks. We'll commit All-In. This will let us draw through our deck and take a horror and kill a Gry, and then we can put out our other Gry. Perfect. Alright, so we're at 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. To beat, what is this? 4. 10 to beat 4. Alright, +1. So we, let's see. Yeah. Draw 1 card for each point you fail by. So we draw, or succeed by, so we'll draw to maximum 5. So we'll get the manual decks, the Reckless. This is removed from the game. Shuffle our deck. We get manual dexterity. Watch this. And Pilfer. Excellent. Happy with those cards. Reckless. We go into... It shuffles back into my deck. Gregory Guy takes the horror from cycling our deck. We will spend 3 resources. Bring this down to 0. Play our other copy of Gregory Gry. Okay. All right, so I started to resolve an expedition journal and then I forgot that the whole reason I was doing that was to do the next little bit, which I haven't advanced yet. So we'll spin our 4 clues. And we will go ahead and resolve the act. So we now get return to another time. Each time you step through the Nexus, you get 1 step closer to your ultimate destination, a place that exists outside the boundaries of time and space. Shuffle to set aside a pocket and time location into the exploration deck. Alright, now we're doing the expedition journal, and we'll see what we get. We get Curse of Yig. Alright. You get -1 combat, -1 health, and gain the serpent trait. You can test 2 willpower, gets +1 difficulty for each vengeance in the victory display. So I'm actually going to test Curse of Yig. I don't really care that much, but actually I want to use this to get some resources. So what we are going to do is we'll test, it's 3 willpower because it's 1 vengeance in the victory display. We're at 1, we'll commit anything you can do better, which gets us to 6. We have to commit arrogance. That's unfortunate. Oh, yeah, we have I watched this, but that's not great right now. I don't think we really need like the card draw. All right, we'll just keep it. We'll just hold on to it for the moment. I wish I had another willpower icon that I could commit to this. All right, so we are at let's see, we'll be at 6, 7 versus 3. It's not great, actually. Alright, so we're not going to do this. We're just going to leave the Curse of Yig. And for our last action, we'll explore again. Yep. Better. We'll explore again. We get Yuggoth. So Yuggoth is a 2-shroud, 3-clue location. You can flip a clue on Yuggoth to its doom side and draw 1 card. That's for action. Alright, so there are 3 clues there. Alright. Wini will draw 3 aces. Alright, we've got to drop a lot of cards here. I think we can get away with, we'll drop 1 of our manual dexterities. Luck picks for now, I guess. Intel report for now. We'll get another one soon. Backstab for now. Let's see. I guess a nimble for now. Alright, Jacqueline will get Olive McBride. And we gotta drop a card. Probably drop the Clairvoyance. Although it would be nice to actually play that with Olive. I will actually keep the Clairvoyance and drop the Recall the Future. Although, eventually I would like to have Recall the Future, but I've got another one that I'm drawing. We're at 2 of 7 doom. And Wini will draw, she gets Tyndall's Alpha. Okay, so after Tyndall's Alpha, it's going to alert retaliate. After Tyndall's Alpha attacks you, shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck, moving all damage and horror from that asset to your investigator. Discard Tyndall's Alpha. Forced at the end of the enemy phase, discard Tyndall's Alpha. So we just got to evade this guy. Not a big deal. All right, Jacqueline will get Words of Power. Put words of power into your threat area. If there's one or more enemies at your location with doom on them, you cannot damage those enemies or discover clues at your location. I can take double action to discard words of power. I don't think we care. Okay. Actually, it'll be very difficult if we get a Brotherhood cultist, but whatever. Alright, so what are we doing now? We want to take care of this Tindalus Alpha. We also want to get those clues. And I want to get some resources. So I think the best way to get resources and to do all of these things is first to evade the Tindalus Alpha. So we are at 6v4. We have to commit arrogance, so we're at 5v4. Commit the manual dexterity. So we're 5, 6, 7, 8, v4. Yeah, commit anything you can do better, so we're just killing this test. And we'll put 3 resources from Gregory Grind into this test. We get the draw card because we committed 2, and we get a sneak attack. Nice. Alright. Drops from my bag there. We're at 14 versus 4 on this evade. This is our first action. We get a 0. So we get the 3 resources from Gry. Which is good. This guy's evaded, so I don't have to mess with him anymore. Alright, we do get to we'll draw the 2 cards. Well, let's see, no. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, no, we'll draw the 2 cards first from the manual dexterity, and we get opportunist and sneak attack. Okay, nice. And then we get to, we'll just top Lucky Cigarette case twice. And we'll grab 3 aces and another 3 aces, right? Oh no, we have 3 aces already. Alright, and I'm just looking through the deck because I know that I can pull off because I know that there's less than 10 cards in my deck now. So what else do I want? I guess I'll just throw out a quick thinking for extra actions. Okay. Cool. Okay, action 2. We will exhaust Chuck Fergus, spending 2 resources to play fast and to play a discount by 2 to play Pilfer. We will commit Watch This with 2 resources on it. That's all we have. I thought about taking an action just to take a resource, but I think we're probably okay. We're going to put 3 from Gregory Gry, and then we're going to commit all 3 copies of 3 aces to this, and a quick thinking. So the 3 aces will draw us 3 cards. Actually, we'll draw a card from committing 2 cards, so we get another opportunist. Okay. Then we get the 3 cards from 3 aces, which is Intel Report, Beta, and another Pilfer. We get an action back from Quick Thinking. We get 3 resources. From the 3 aces, we get 3 from Gregory Gry, and 4, Watch This. We get all 3 clues. And let's see, we already exhausted Lucky Secret case, so that's enough. Alright, then we will move back to the Nexus of Nakai. And we will use Expedition Journal to explore. And we get under the Brotherhood Cultist. And we'll spend 3 resources to play Backstab. Puts a Doom on the Brotherhood Cultist. We are at 5 to beat. We're at 5-6 to beat. That's my last action. 6 to beat 3. We will commit Veda, because we don't need her, and an Opportunist. And that will get me to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to beat 3. We'll draw a card. With his ability, we get Quick Thinking. We'll go ahead and use Jacqueline's ability. And she will say, -2. So 0.3 tokens. 1, 2, 3. We'll take the Elder thing, which is -2. So Jacqueline will draw 2 cards. She gets a Ray of Seeking and a Guts. Okay. Brother Cultist is dead. And the Backstab will go back to hand. Oh, could have used Gregory Gray there. But it didn't. Alright, Jacqueline will take an action. Do I want to just clear this Words of Power? I wonder. She's going to take an action to explore. She gets Shores of Relay. So this is a... Just got to shuffle another encounter card in here. It's a 1 Shroud, 2 Clue location. Shores of Relay gets +1 Shroud for each Doom on each card at Shores of Relay, including itself. Force after Shores of Relay enters play, place 1 Doom on it. Ugh, gross. Okay. So, Jacqueline is here. And there's 2 clues. Action 2, she's going to take a resource. We will, we could just leave and take 4. It's not existence on it. But that seems silly. Okay, we'll use the Ray of Seeking to get these 2 clues. So we're at 1 versus 1. Oh, there should be a Doom on here. It's but it's 2 Shroud. All right, so we're using Ray of Seeking. We're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 2. -5. We're still good. We get the 2 clues. And I guess we can use the Arcane Initiate. We didn't use it yet. We're just getting stuff we're going to have to discard. Oh, we have Olive. I totally could have put Olive into play, and I didn't. Oh, that was bad. I took a resource, too, for no reason. Okay. And I'm going to have to discard cards, too. Wini will draw. Watch this. Jackie will draw Olive McBride. Well, we'll discard an Olive McBride. We'll discard a Ray of Seeking. You discard 1 more card. I'm going to discard a Guts. Alright. We're at 4-7 Doom. Wini will draw. From another time, test 4 intellect, place X Doom on cultist enemies in play, divided as evenly as possible. X is the amount you fail by. If you fail and there are no cultist enemies in play, instead search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy and draw it, shuffling the encounter deck. So that would pretty much stink in terms of failure. Let's see, we would be at 3v4. We could commit Quick Thinking and Opportunist and Intel report to this to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to beat 4 up by 3. I really don't like it. I think that Jacqueline will spend, she'll exhaust the Robes of Endless Night and take a horror. The reason I think this is bad is because putting it, a Doom on that Brotherhood Acolyte would just eat up actions like crazy. So we're going to Ward of Protection this. Let's go on. Alright. And Jacqueline will get Creeping Darkness, Revelation attached to the Nexus of Nakai. Place 1 Doom on Creeping Darkness. Formless Spawn gets plus 2 health. Double action, you can test 3 willpower to check your supplies. If you succeed, or if you have torches, discard Creeping Shadows. Who has torches? That's a good question. Wini has torches, so she could discard that. Yeah, okay. Wini will take 2 actions to just discard that because she's got the torches. She will go use her expedition journal to explore. We get a pocket in time, finally. Okay, so it's 5 Shroud, 2 clues. After you move from a pocket in time to a shattered location or vice versa, take 1 damage for each clue on the shattered location. Take an action to explore to draw the top card of the exploration deck. If there's a connecting location, put it into play and move to it. Do not take damage from the above forced ability when moving via this effect. And I'll rearrange these things in a second, but let's go ahead. We can go ahead and advance. Gateway to Other Times. What you see before you is truly staggering. Throughout these halls are hundreds of windows into places both ancient and futuristic, once grand civilizations that came before even the earliest records of known history, and more still that have yet to be realized. The psychological weight of this discovery is almost more than your mind can bear. Humans are not the masters or caretakers of the earth. They are merely a footnote in a much longer history which is about to be revised. Shuffle the set-aside shattered locations into the exploration deck. Each investigator shuffles the topmost hex treachery into the encounter discard pile into the exploration deck. So let's see what those are. That is looking for hexes. There are no hexes. Unless, what's this last one? Yeah, no hexes. Okay, great. Okay, check the campaign log. If the relic is missing, attach. Nope, it's not. If the investigators found the relic, advance attack 3A, the Yithian Relic. So here we are. We're at the Yithian Relic. If you intend to mend the shattered timelines, you will need to find the Relic of Ages and learn to harness its power. You can action search your deck or discard pile for the Relic of Ages and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. If the Relic of Ages is attached to your location, and there are no clues on that location, take control of the Relic of Ages. Objective. If an investigator controls the Relic of Ages, advance. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to take a minute to get all this set up. I will be back. Alright, so now we are at a pocket in time. We have 1 action left. I'm trying to decide. I think we could pilfer this. But let's see, we wouldn't be up by a lot. I think instead we will use our lockpicks. The last action. Commit Quick Thinking and Opportunist to this. So we are at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll draw. We'll put 3 from Gregory Gry into this. We'll draw a card. From Wini's ability, we get Reckless. Oh, somehow I discarded her weakness at some point, which I should have done. We still need to commit Arrogance to test. Alright, so we're at 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 versus 5. And we're putting 3 from Gregory Gray into this. Skull is -3 or -2. So we keep the Arrogance, of course. We do get an action back with the Opportunist. Get the Quick Thinking back. We'll exhaust Looking Cigarette Case to draw a card. Search and we get a Nimble. We get, let's see, what did we were at 9. Yeah, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. That Arrogance cost me 3 resources. We didn't succeed by 3. I should have only put 2 on there. Make sure that was right. We're at 5, 6, 5, 7, 9, 10. Yeah, we're at 10. Okay, so we do get 3 resources because we succeeded by 3. Okay. So, and of course we got the clue. That was kind of the point. We're going to lose resources from Reckless, I suppose. Yeah, but I don't have a test that I can pass. We'll just spend 2 resources on an intel report and just buy this clue. Get us a victory point. May not be the best thing ever, but it is what it is. Alright. I may have regrets about that later. Okay, Jacqueline will spend 3 resources. 1 to play her level 5 Shriveling. 4 charges on it. She's going to move into the Nexus of Nakai. And then she's going to play Recharge using her ability. Alright, -3, -1, and a Skull. So that gets her 4 charges onto Shriveling. Alright. I did take 2 resources away from Wini because of Reckless, and I put a Horror on Gregory Gry because we reshuffled her deck. And now we're drawing, and we get Lockpicks. I think we're just going to discard it. We need to be more ready for combat right now. Alright. And then Jacqueline will get 4 of Cups. She doesn't have resources to pay for that. Alright, we are at 5 of 7 Doom. And Wini will get the Temporal Devourer. Spawns at the farthest shattered location. I don't think there are any shattered locations. If there are no such locations in play, it gains Surge. Okay, nice. Okay, and then it will draw Between Worlds. Put Between Worlds into play as an other world location with 3 Shroud and 1 Clue and a move to it. It is connected to the Nexus of Nakai. So this thing is After you move to a pocket to a shadowed location. This is not a shadowed location, she doesn't take the damage. Alright, so she's here. Clue. And a connection. It's pretty okay by me. And then Jacqueline will get racked by time. Test 3 willpower. Each investigator's shadowed location is going to test it. She's not. Each investigator fails takes 2 damage. Each asset assigned damage by this effect that is not defeated shuffled into its owner's deck. Alright, so I don't think we care about this that much. We're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 3. Nice one. We pass. No big deal. Alright. Jackie will go first. We wanted to get Olive out. Take a resource. Play Olive. Yes, okay. Action 1, she'll take a resource. Action 2, she'll spend 2 to play Olive. And then action 3, she will do the action to get the Relic of Ages into her deck. Okay, Wini is going to lockpicks this Between Worlds, which has a shroud of 3. We'll commit Reckless to this. Okay, that's -2, so she's successful. Reckless goes away. She gets clue. All right, we were at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. -2. We'll use Lucky Cigarette Case. We succeeded by 4. So it's up 4. Thing is that okay, we definitely want a quick thinking. Actually, we'll take a manual dex. Okay, then we'll do it again. We'll take probably Gregory Gray, I guess. So we can play another one, get more resources. Okay. So that's our 2 Lucky Cigarette Cases. Then we will move, and then we're just going to investigate committing arrogance. So that puts us at 2v4. We just want to get rid of it because it's clogging up our hands, basically. Alright, here we are, 2v4. Autofill. Well, we knew we were going to do that. Arrogance is gone. Wini will draw. She gets a Veda. I don't think we need Veda. We also don't need... I took him. Do we not need Gregory Gray? I think we don't need Pilfer right now. Because we're going to be set up to combat. Makes sense. Okay. And then Jacqueline will get Robes of Endless Night. That'll be nice if we lose our... take a damage. If we lose our current robes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Doom. We'll get Between Worlds. Oh, that's terrible. See, this is gone, but we got another Between Worlds. This time when we move, we actually do take a horror, right? So the Gregory Gray dies, which is fine. Okay. All right. And then Jacqueline will get the Brood of Yig. Oh, man, this is just gross. All right. We're getting slowed down, but we got to do stuff. All right. Jacqueline will take a shot with Shriveling at the Brood of Yig. She will use her ability. Actually, she use Arcane Initiate first. 2, 3, looking for the spells. We'll take this ward. Protection. Alright, the Brood of Yig. Do we use her ability? Sure. No, we use Olive McBride. Use Olive McBride. We will say that we're going to be at, I guess, -2 after resolving all of Olive McBride's stuff. We already did the charge off Shriveling. Alright, so we are at, this gives us 3 willpower, so we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Versus 3. And we said we're going to resolve at -4 Crystal Pendulum. Alright. Pulling 3, resolving 2 because of Olive. We get... we'll take the -5 and then -2. That's -7. We were at, again, 10b3, so that does 3 damage to Brood of Yig. We don't get the draw card. Then we will take a resource, and then we'll spend 2 resources to play the Relic of Ages, which then means we advance. Alright. In your hands, you hold the key to fixing all of this. It hums and vibrates with immense power, a power that seems to grow and flourish as you visit other timelines. For the remainder of the scenario, if the Relic of Ages leaves play for any reason, shuffle each location attached to it into the exploration deck and reset the act deck to 3A. Check the campaign log. If Ashitaka is set against you, she is, the thing that was once your companion slithers out of the darkness, hissing, Yig will have his way. Velusia will be returned to us. Spawn the set aside Ashitaka, Scion of Yig, in the Nexus of Nakai. So this is her. She is a 4/12/4. And you can do a parlay intellect with her 5 to plead for your life. And I'm not going to do that, so I'm not going to worry about the rest of it. She spawns on Jacqueline. Alright, and then if Alejandro is set against you, which he is, fools, are you blind? Alejandro motions to the world before him. Your kind stands no chance against the ravages of time. Spawn set aside Alejandro, or is he in a pocket of time? So he is here. He is a 6/8/3. You get this intellect 5 to plead for your life, etc., etc. And he goes in a pocket of time. They are both hunters. They both have retaliate. They're both nasty. All right. So what are we doing here? Got to get my evade on, I suppose, because I can't kill Ashitaka. Well, I think Jacqueline's just kind of okay with just tanking Ashitaka. She can take 2 damage. And, yeah, it's probably fine. All right. Yeah, horror, no big deal. All right, so action 1. Wini will spend 1, 2, 3 to put out Gregory Gry. Two, we will move to the Nexus of Nakai, taking a horror on Gregory Gry. Then we will exhaust Chuck. We will spend 1 resource to play Backstab on Ichtaka, committing Nimble, Manual Dexterity. Watch this with 3 resources on Watch This. We'll gamble 3 off of Gregory Gry. Let's see, we are at, we're making it fast and cheap, so we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to beat 4. We're using Jacqueline's ability. She's already used all her actions. Alright, Jacqueline. Oh, we get to draw a card. And we get, watch this, and watch this, nice. Alright, we get Elder Sign, Elder Thing, and a 0. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, Elder Sign is going to be +1 after this test ends for every 2 points to succeed. We're going to get the Backstab back into our hand at the end of the round. I know we succeeded by 4, so we'll get the Watch This, the Nimble, and the Manual the Dex back in our hand. We will take the 3 resources from Gregory Gry. We'll take the 6 resources from Watch This. Alright. All of that goes back into our hand. We get to draw 2 cards from the Manual Dexterity. We'll draw a 3 Aces and a Quick Thinking. We will move to the Pocket in Time. All hundreds on us. That move was from the Nimble we committed. And let's see, do we want a Lucky Cigarette Case here? I think we've actually got too many cards that we don't want to mess with it. We're just going to have to discard them anyway. So we will now evade Alejandro for our last action. Actually, no. We could... No, that's fine. All right, we'll evade Alejandro. We are going to commit Manual Dexterity again. Do we want to? Let's see, we're at 6, V3. We'll put 3 resources off Gregory Gry. Commit Watch This, putting 3 resources. There's 3 resources on Watch This. So we're at 5, 6, 7. Commit Quick Thinking to be 8. We'll put our other Watch This with 3 resources on it. And then a Manual Dexterity. Alright, so that gets us to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. To evade 3, we'll draw a card. We get Nimble. Now 2 Nimbles. Oh, hey. Huh. All my tokens are still out. Okay. Alright, +1. Fantastic. Alright, so we get from the Gregory Gry, we get 1, 2, 3. From our 2 Watch This, we get 3, we get 12. So that gets us up to 20 resources. Alright. We get 2 cards from Manual Dexterity, which will be Quick Thinking and Manual Dexterity. We had a Quick Thinking committed to that test. So we get an action back. Wait, did we already use an extraction? I don't think we did. Yeah, we didn't. All right. And then we will spend 2 resources of our 20 to play Sneak Attack for our last action to do 2 damage to Alejandro. That's neat. Okay, and he is evaded, because that was what we were doing. Alright, Ichitaka will hit Jacqueline for 2 damage and a horror. She'll put 1 of the horror on Olive. She'll deny existence on 2 of the damage and heal 2 damage. Wini will draw. She gets a Pilfer. Jacqueline will draw. She gets Arbiter of Fates, finally. Alright. The agenda, I believe, advances, right? Or one, yes. 7 Doom. Alright. So now we get the Nexus falters. The electrical current coursing through the machinery of the Nexus begins to malfunction, sending a shower of sparks into the air. The portal ring overheats. Threads of ethereal light within the portal begin to snap. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. If Formless Spawn is in play, place 2 Doom on the Nexus of Nakai. If Formless Spawn is in the victory display, shuffle it into the encounter deck. Place this card in the victory display. It gains Vengeance 1. So, let me shuffle these guys up. So we'll go ahead and read the snapped threads. It's a backwards thing that I'm not going to try to read right now. But it's the same force as before. It's a 12 Doom threshold. I do believe I forgot to read this Mend this Shatter. Each window you step through seems to empower the relic. Once the artifact is fully powered, you can use it to mend the shattered timelines and prevent catastrophe. If you're at a shattered location with no clues, test Willpower or Intellect 3. If you succeed, attach your location face down to the Relic of Ages. Each investigator and enemy at that location is moved to a pocket in time. Objective: if the number of locations attached to the Relic of Ages is equal to 3, advance. Alright, so looking for 3 of those. But right now we got to deal with Alejandro and Ichitaka. Okay, so we'll get, for Wini, we'll get Words of Power. Okay, so we can't attack enemies with Doom on them. And Jacqueline will get Racked by Time. This is 3 willpower. So test 3 willpower. Each investigator shattered location must also perform the skill. Each investigator who fails takes 2 damage. I don't think she cares. We're at 5, 6, 7 to beat 3. Okay, that is the skull is -4 because Relic of Ages is at her location. We pass. And that is that. Alright, so let's see if she can take out Ichitaka. She's got to do 12 damage, which she can't do. She can do 9 damage. Let's see how it goes. Alright, she will take a shot. Go ahead and use Olive. We are at, again, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 versus 4 using Olive. We'll go ahead and commit Fearless to this. So we're at 12 v4. Okay. Auto fail 0 and the skull. So we have to take the 2 horror, but we heal the 2 horror because that's the way Fearless works. So we just remain at 2 horror. We do 3 damage to Ichitaka. So that'll work. Alright, let's go ahead and use Arcane Initiate. I don't know if there's any spells left, but we'll see. There's not. Alright, we will go ahead and use another short charge of shriveling. 10d4. We will use Jacqueline's ability, saying that we are going to pull a 0 on the Crystal Pendulum. Alright, we'll take the -2, which is not a 0, but it's good enough to do 6 damage on her. And then last action, we'll do it again. -3, good enough. We do 3 damage. Alright, so I think that Wini will evade Alejandro, committing Nimble. So that gets to 5, 6, 7 v3. Commit a quick thinking. So we're 8 v3. 5, 6, 7, 8 v3 is pretty good. I'll leave to draw a card. Committed 2 cards. We get 3 aces. It's a 0. Okay. So we do pass. He is evaded. We can use Nimble. We get an action back from Quick Thinking to move back to the Nexus of Nakai. We can use Lucky Cigarette Case twice to grab 2 cards out of our deck because we passed by. Let's see, how much did we pass by? We were at 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 cards on our deck, so top 5, 2. Okay, we will grab the 3 aces. Is the last card of my deck. Okay, grab the other backstab. Okay, and then we'll use the other cigarette case. And if I'm correct, there should be another 3 aces in here. So we need to look at all 5 cards. So I don't need to shuffle them. Yep, there's the 3 aces. So we'll grab the 3 aces. Okay, cool. So now we will exhaust Chuck Fergus, spending 1 resource to play Backstab fast. We will commit Nimble and all of our copies of 3 aces to this. And that will kill Ishtaka and put her into the victory display. We'll get 3 cards and 3 resources. We get Opportunist, Intel Report, and Intel Report. And we get 3 resources. Oh, I should have committed Gregory Gry. I didn't do it, but I guess we're not too worried about that right now. All right. So because we committed the Nimble, we get to move back to Alejandro's location, Pocket in Time. That was fast, so we're still good. We will spend 2 resources to play Backstab, which gets him up to 4 of 8 damage. All right, we'll spend 3 to play our other copy of Backstab. So we're at 6v, what is he? 6v6. We'll commit manual dexterity, opportunist, and that gets us to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, okay. 11 versus 6. We'll put 3 off Gregory Gry. Oh, we get to draw a card, which will be anything you can do better. Alright, that's a -2. So we do succeed by 2 or more. We get our opportunist back. We will, let's see, draw the 2 from manual dexterity, which will put a horror on Gregory Gry and kill him. So we're drawing the 2 cards. We get Gregory Gry. That's not the one that I just killed off. He's in my discard. Just make sure you know I'm playing this right. And a lockpicks. Alright. That's 3 damage onto him. So he's at 2, 4, 6, 7. We need to do 1 more damage to him. Let's see. If we punch him, we would be at 2, because of course we get 2. $10v6. I get up higher than that. Oh, let's go for it. Okay, so we're going to commit anything you can do better, opportunist, and opportunist. So that gets me to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to draw a card, which will be sneak attack. If this goes south, I can just get him next time. All right, so we're up by 4 to do the last blow on him. We get an Elder Sign. All right, so we succeed by what? That's +1. So we were up by 4, so we succeed by 5, which means we get the opportunities back anyway. Yeah, so we just get our anything you can do better back. Cool. All right, again we're gonna have too many hands. He goes into the victory display. Winnie's like a little bunny, just bouncing around, killing everybody. All right, cool. Well, that was neat. That was neat. Got them taken care of. Now they just got to finish it. They got 12 rounds to do it. So give or take some because of the Ancient Evils. When he will draw, she gets a sneak attack. She's got a ton of cards she needs to ditch. I don't think we need 2 backstabs, so we'll get rid of one of those. Probably don't need 2 intel reports. Probably don't need 2 sneak attacks. We'll probably just drop the lockpicks. We can use poker. Alright, that's good. Jacqueline will get Dark Future. Alright, we're at 1 of 12 Doom. And Wini will get Brotherhood Acolyte, which, oh my goodness. That's terrible. Okay, so she goes there and she puts a 2 Doom on this other Brotherhood Acolyte. Or, yeah. Because whenever you put a Doom, it gets extra Doom. Oh well. We may be able to just beat them out, just rush this, but I don't know, we'll see. All right, and then Jacqueline gets a Tendulous Alpha. That's the 4/3/4. To attacks you, shuffle a non-story asset you control in your deck, moving all damage and horror from your asset to Investigator. All right, so I think she just shrivels him, and that's the way that works. Let me see what Wini can do, actually. Wini will use... she could have used her Expedition Journal to explore before. I should have done that. It would have been even more actions on her turn. Okay. She's going to do her Expedition Journal. So we're looking for shadowed locations. She gets bonus Aries. 5 Shroud, 3 clues. It gets -2 Shroud for each Doom on it. At the end of the Mythos phase, place 1 Doom on Buenos Aires. Okay. And that is a shadowed location. We have to shuffle an encounter card in here. Alright, can I beat a Pilfer here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't have a lot of agility icons right now. So I think actually what I will do is action 1, I'll just lockpick this. No. Do I want to put Gregory Grind to play? Or do we just feel like it's excessive? What's excessive? Well, that's been 3 resources, action 1. Let's put Gregory Grind to play. The Rogue Life is expensive. Okay, we'll exhaust lockpicks. Put 3 from Gregory Grind. We will... I only have 1 opportunist in my hand. I guess I got rid of the other opportunist. Why would I do that? No, I have both of them. Okay. Yep, so we'll commit both opportunists to this lockpicks. We are at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to beat 5. With 3 after Gregory Grind. To draw a card, which will be Quick Thinking. Okay, it's -1. You get the opportunist back. You get the 3 up Gregory Grind. He's paid himself back. You get 1 clue. And let's see, we were at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 10, we were at 10 versus 5. We succeeded by 5. We'll like secret case. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll grab 3 aces, I think. No, yeah, 3 aces is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the manual dexterity. Alright. Alright, then we're going to spend 4 resources to just play Intel Report and grab the 2 remaining clues. And the next turn we should be able to test that. Alright, so what is Jacqueline doing? We're going to shrivel Tendulous Alpha. We're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to beat 4. You have 3. Tendulous Alpha is dead. I think we just try to burst this and not worry about the cultists. We've got time, I think. So we will move to the pocket of time for our second action. And we don't have enough resources to play Arbiter of Fates, unfortunately. So we will then just do an explore. So we get Velusia. Okay. Spore Shroud, 2 clues. If there's at least 3 cultist tokens in the kiss bag, there's not. So we can ignore that. It's a victory 1. And it's a 4 shroud. Oh, at the end, we have to use Dark Future. So we will use Olive and we will use Jacqueline's ability on Dark Future. So we reveal 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tokens looking for an Elder Sign. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ha! It was number 10. That's funny. Wini will get 3 aces. I'm going to drop 2 cards here. I think we're just going to drop the Backstab and the Sneak Attack, and we're just going to go all in on evading stuff. Oh, well, wait, no, because if Formless Spawn comes out, we'll want to kill it. We'll drop one of our Opportunists and the Backstab. I mean, the Sneak Attack. Seems alright. Alright, Jacqueline will get another Arcane Initiate. We are at 4 of 12 Doom. Wini will get Shadowed. If there's no cultist enemies in play, take 1 Horror and Shadow gain Surge. If otherwise, find the cultist enemy nearest you, place 1 Doom on that enemy, and test Willpower X, where X is that enemy's fight value. If you fail, take 2 Horror. Alright, so we're going to have to put 2 Doom on this guy. So now we're at 6 of 12 Doom. It's getting a little bit scary. So we're now having to test. I don't think we care about taking Horror. We're just going to test the enemy's fight value is 3. We're at 1v3. And we're finally just bombing this test. Okay. -2. So we take 2 Horror. We'll put 1 on Gregory Gry. And we'll put 1 on Chuck Fergus. And then we get, Jacqueline will get Creeping Darkness attached to Nexus of Nakai. Place 1 Doom on Creeping Darkness. From the spawn gets +2 health. Alright, the Doom situation is getting a little bit scary. Nexus of Nakai. Let's see how fast Wini can go right now. Alright. Action 1. Wini will do the willpower test. Intellect test, right? Intellect test 3. So she'll go up to anything you can do better. 3. So we're at 9. And we'll commit a Quick Thinking and an Opportunist. Do we need the Opportunist? We're at 9. 10, 3. Still being, yeah, we don't need the Opportunist. Okay. Alright, so we're at 10v3, we get to draw a card. We get Veda. That's 0. So exceed by 7, we get the Quick Thinking action. Let's also look at Cigarette Case. Looking at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll grab the... We don't have the 3 aces here. Okay. I just always like a Quick Thinking, so we'll grab that. And then we'll shuffle it and do it again. We were looking for the 3 aces, but 2, 3, 4. I mean, it doesn't matter. We want the 3 aces, so that was the whole point of this. Okay, so we got the 3 aces. Cool. Yeah, as of the recording of this video, 3 aces just got hit tabooed to RFG. So, but it's not been like great for me until this scenario. It's been working out pretty well. Anyway, okay, so we succeeded this, which means we move back to a pocket in time, and this gets attached to the Relic of Ages. So, cool. All right, and then still have an action left. Oh, you know what? I think when Jacqueline did this, we didn't put a thing in the Explorer deck, so we'll do that. All right, let's see what we got. We're doing the free Explorer with the Expedition Journal. We get merging timelines. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. Okay, well, we're not going to hit the 3 aces, so we get Pilfer, which we do have, so we're going to lose for that. Arrogance, we'll get shuffled back in. 3 is Reckless, we'll get shuffled back in. 4 is Nimble, which we do not have. And 5 is Watch This, which we also do not have. All right, so we lost 1 action from that. All right, we will explore again. We get Ultima Duel. After it enters play, search the guest bag for the Elder Sign token and seal it on Ultima Duel. I'm super not worried about that. It's 4 Shroud, 2 Clues. Let's go find our Elder Sign. Oh, but my way of getting those 2 clues was Pilfer, and it's gone. That's unfortunate. I was thinking I could finish it this turn, but I can't. We'll just lockpicks. So we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to beat 4. Up by, yeah, that's fine. -5. Okay, we break the lockpick. So we get clue. Right. Not bad. Alright, let's see what Jacqueline can do here. She has no reason to Arbiter of Fates here, so we will just use Rite of Seeking and hope to get lucky. We're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to beat, what is Valusia? 4, 9 to beat 4, up by 5. Action 1. Oh, you know what? We'll play Arbiter of Fates for action 1, and this will be action 2. In case I lose all my actions, might as well. Okay, I do lose all my actions. That's a -4. We do get both clues, though. So we end our turn. Now we'll do the Dark Future thing again, using Olive and her ability. Doing 10 tokens. 10 tokens? 9. This is real 5. Yeah, and then she gives you 2 more, and then Jacqueline's ability. So it's 9. Because 10 would have gotten it for me last time. Alright. 1. Oh, wait, we can't possibly do the Elder Sign. That's funny. Funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It's a forced effect, so. But yeah, the Elder Sign is sealed. Good times. Good times. All right. Exercise in futility. Wini will get a watch this. She has to drop a card. Actually, I don't think we need to watch this, so we'll drop it. And Jacqueline will get her last card in her deck, which is a Recall the Future. Alright. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of 12 do. Draw a top card in the counter deck. We get Temporal Devourer. It's 4, 5, 4, the farthest shattered or extra dimensional location. And if there are no such locations in play, Temporal Devourer gains Surge. After it enters a shattered location or an extra dimensional location, place one clue on that location from the token pool. So that's unfortunate. So he comes here and puts a token on Jackie's location, which means she can't do the thing anymore. Okay, and then Jackie will get... She gets her own Temporal Devourer, which should do the same thing to Wini, but she will exhaust the Robes of Endless Night. She will put a Horror on Olive. She will play Ward of Protection level 5, which just cancels this guy. So that's a good deal. All right, so Wini is going to go ahead and she'll lockpicks. We're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Beat 4. Action 1. And we get the auto fail. All right, we break a lockpick. So that is unfortunate. Can we beat up a straight up intellect check? I don't think so. So what we will do is we will chuck Fergus and spend 2. Oh wait, we don't have a pilfer anymore. Okay. Beta. We need to get that clue. It's a 4 shroud and we're at 3. Man, that was so unfortunate. You go at 7v4. Alright, we'll try it. Action 2, we'll go at 7v4, committing Beta, Opportunist, Quick Thinking. You have to draw a card. So we're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw a card, we get Reckless. 7v4, second action. Elder Thing is -2. No, -2. Elder Thing is -2. So we do pass. We don't pass by enough to get our stuff back. But that's fine. We get the clue. And then we will commit 3 aces to the test here. So we will get, and we'll commit 3 resources from Gregory Bride to this. So we will get 3 cards. We get Nimble, Arrogance, and then we'll kill off Gregory Gry and shuffle our deck. But we get the 3 from Gregory Gry and the 3 from 3 aces. And we draw one more card, which is Pilfer. Now I get Pilfer. We'll exhaust each of our lucky cigarette cases since we succeeded by 1. No, we succeeded by more than that because we set it down to 0. And we're doing the like 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can look at 6 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can pick. Oh man, if only I had one more action. Be alright. We'll go ahead and take the intel report anyway. And then we'll do it again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to take the quick thinking. Because I just had an idea. Crazy idea that just might work. The other sign goes back in. We shuffle the... This goes into the... attaches to the Relic of Ages. We just have to do the last one. And then Wini, being crazy, will use Chuck, spending 2 resources, and to play Pilfer fast. We're at 5. We're at 65 to beat the this here. We'll have to commit Arrogance. We'll commit Quick Thinking and Manual Dexterity and Nimble. So we are at 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 V5. -5. Okay, so we pass, but we don't actually, we don't succeed. We get to draw 1 card from the Manual Dexterity, which is anything you can do better. We don't get our extra action, which is what I was trying to do. So, which was from the Quick Thinking. Because then I could have gotten a clue off that location with the intel report, but it didn't work out. Alright, so, such is life. Alright, Jacqueline is going to use her last charge of Ray of Seeking. She takes Attack of Opportunity, which will kill her Arcane Initiate. She is at 5, 6, 7, 8 to beat 4. Commit the Arcane Initiate to be 9 to beat 4. Okay, Elder Thing. She passes, but she forfeits her turn. She gets the last clue. 12. Alright, so the Devourer does a damage and horror to her, which is fine. Okay, Wini would have lost 2 resources from Reckless. Right. She will draw and she gets an Opportunist. And Jacqueline will get... She has to shuffle her deck. She gets a horror. I forgot at the end of her turn we needed to do the Dark Future using Olive and her ability. So we're dealing 9 tokens to the Elder Thing. For the Elder Sign, rather. Okay. Yep, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough. We got it. Dark Future then would get shuffled into her deck. Okay, she draws Guts. Alright, we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 12-2. When you will draw a Brood of Yig. So 4, 3, 2. And Jacqueline will draw a Brood of Yig. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Okay. Jacqueline will do the test. It's a willpower, yes. Willpower 3. She'll take a damage and a horror, or she'll take a damage on the robes, which will kill it. Damage and a horror on Olive, which will kill her. And she takes 1 more damage. So she's at 2 of 4 horror. Damage for horror. But she's doing the test, where she's using her ability. She is at 5, 6, 7 Commit Guts to be 8, 9. To be 4. Revealing 3, resolving 2, resolving 1. Okay, 0, 0, Elder Thing. 0 does it. We're tucking the thing under. And we get to resolve. It is done. You manipulate the thrumming device in your hands with the skill and knowledge of one of the Relic's ingenious inventors. It is as though your mind has suddenly become flooded with the knowledge of the ancients that came before you. Power seeps from the device's every aperture. Rays of blinding light shoot forth from cracks appearing on its surface. You only have one chance to restore these shattered realities. Only one chance to make things right. The Relic of Ages, Repossess the Past, is the version of the Relic of Ages the investigator control. Proceed to R5. It is, in fact. So we're going to R5, which means we get a new scenario. We get to go turn back time. Let's count our victory points. We have 1 here. We have Alejandro is 2. Ishtak is 2, so that's 5. And then we get to 6 from the Serpent from the Off, which is, I wanted to get the Black Cat, so this is enough. Plus, I believe we get, for any of these that have victory points, we get, 1 there. So yeah, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 VP. Going into turn back time, I have never done turn back time, return or otherwise, two-handed, so it'll be interesting. I've done it 4-player a few times, so very interested to do that. This was a long one. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. It's a lot of fun to play. I think my Wini tech is finally working the way I wanted it to, so that was a load of fun. I will see you next time on Winging It.